This is a 10,000 mile review on my 18 Maverick X3 Max. It's an XRS, 172 horse. It's been an awesome machine for me. One of my biggest complaints about this car was steering wheel feedback. It really does get a little bit annoying after driving all day. I mean, you just get a lot of feedback in the steering wheel. So one of the first things I did with this car was put a Hess rack brace in it. So you can see it right there. There. Yeah, that Hess rack brace really helped with the feedback. So while I was in there, I stiffened up the front end with a CT Raceworks gusset kit. I went with their shock tower and limit straps. You want limit straps. Even if you run sway bars, which I am a fan of running a sway bar every now and again. If I'm out drifting, I want a sway bar. If I'm trail riding majority of the time, I don't want the sway bar on there. But either way, a set of limit straps is pretty much a must-have, especially without the sway bar. It stops a lot of clunking and banging in the front end. I put a center mount windshield wiper on it. That thing is bent. That center mount wiper was a pain in the ass to put on. You got to rip everything apart to do it. But was it worth it? Yeah, probably. I think it was. I like the low mount. I think it looks a little bit better. I want to get a new windshield for it. I want a glass windshield. But honestly, it's not like scratching this Can-Am windshield, this hard-coated one. I guess if you had like a ton of mud on there, it might scratch it. But I'm pretty easy on it, and it doesn't really show any signs of scratching. These are rock blocks. I put stainless steel bolts on them. Kind of like that a little bit better. I think it looks better. I got those bolts everywhere around the car. But those definitely help with the mud. Throwing mud down the side. These lower doors, I got the aluminum ones. I'm not really a big fan of the aluminum ones. I like the way they look. But honestly, when I first put them on, without this rubber seal, they would just bang against the side of the car, and it's super annoying. So I put that rubber seal on there, and it definitely helped. I would do this too. These strut kits, there's a million different ones out there. They really work good. If you're working on the car, it keeps the door open for you. Yeah, with that rubber seal on there on these aluminum doors, though, they seal really nice. So I haven't changed to the plastic ones, although those ones do seem a little bit nicer than these. I got a JBL soundbar in it. Good place for a fire extinguisher, in my opinion, right there. Somewhere you can get to it if you have to, if you're in the car and you got a problem. JBL soundbar has been real good for me. I don't really got anything else going on in here. I did put those ghost lights on. Those things are sweet. You gotta see those. It's got an XTC turn signal kit on it. These ghost lights are awesome. Corbin custom ghost lights are the way to go. I mean, those are sweet. I like the retractable harnesses. You can lean forward. You're not like locked in like a normal harness. A normal harness is probably a little bit safer if you're going full blast, but I don't know. Those retractable harnesses have been real good for me. Got this panoramic rearview mirror from Amazon. I like that thing. I tried a rearview camera, didn't really like it. It's got a bunch of feedback. Amazon light bar too. I got a Brem for it I'm about to put on with an EMP bracket. So moving along to the back here. Good place to store some belts. Because I blow belts. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've been through probably 5 or 6 belts. And the last time it blew, I've been through a couple cases too, so I ended up putting that Mr. RPM aluminum case on there. I haven't had any issues since then. I have blown a couple belts in that, and there's no problems there. It's funny because it actually, when the belt breaks, it spits it right up this tube. So whatever, usually I just pull this tube off right here, and the old belt's like up in there. I did put a 2020 airbox in it. This is starting to piss me off right here. So these shocks, they're gonna come off. I wanna put shock therapy springs on it. The tenders are sagging big time. CT Raceworks in the back. Those are original 10,000 mile rock blocks right there. I got new flaps coming for it. These arms are just sandblasted. That's a must-have right there. These cars have to have that. Get rid of the scrapers and put those on right from the get-go. Tow link support kit in the back. That's going to be a must-have on a high mileage car. So I did that with the CT Raceworks arms. Everything's super tight back here. It's good to go. The only reason I got the ZRP plate is because they got the 2-inch receiver. I need that receiver. So when I'm going up north every now and again, I'll put a bike rack in there so I can put all the bikes on there just for going up the expressway on a trailer. 32-inch terabytes. Been super happy with them. These tires are awesome. They balance well. They hook well. They last. I mean, they're good tires as far as I'm concerned, and they're DOT approved. So I got the small bow case up there. I did 2 link brackets on the inside, either side of the bow case to hold it down, and that's the only thing holding it down. So some cheapo Amazon whips. So that's about it. Like I said, 10,000 miles, and it's been a good car, all in all. The only thing that I've had happen here is I'm going through the clutches now. So these primary rollers right here, I did have the secondary rollers replaced also. I did that myself with Rhino rollers. But the primary needed a little bit of love. I cracked one of these guys right here, and now I've replaced all 6 of them. So actually you can kind of see where that thing's cracked. Right inside there. I had one that was split right off. So I did notice a little bit of a knock and maybe some vibration. This clutch is pretty easy to get apart all in all. After you figure it out. I got some custom weights in here. I'm seeing about, with the 32-inch tires and an Evo tune, it's stock injectors. The way that my clutching is set up right now, I'm seeing about 8,600. On a wide open run, I'll see about 8,600. It flashes to about 88. So maybe a little bit too high. I could probably add a little bit of heel weight. This would be heel weight when they're talking heel weight. Heel weight. Toe weight's the other end right there. This is just a stock weight that I ground down. I mean, take your time. Do it the right way. This car has 10,000 miles on it. It revs nice. It's a very playful car. So I think I'm running a KWI spring in there. I'm going to take that apart while I'm here. It's been a while since I looked at that guy. I think it's the blue one with the orange stripe on it. So, oh yeah, you got to have a bent packed hoist too. Love that hoist. That definitely helps. Here, I'll show you the secondary clutch too. So I have replaced these rollers. Yeah, these are the Rhino rollers right here. Those things are kind of a pain to replace. Honestly, take a really good look at your helix too when you have that apart, because a lot of times if you break a roller, you should be putting a helix in it too. They're not that expensive, and that's kind of like the right way to do it. You will see wear on it. You'll definitely see wear on that helix. Even this one right here probably only has, I would say, 2,000 miles on it. And you could see some wear in there. Now, if I was putting rollers in it again, I would probably go ahead and replace the helix if I saw anything, you know, any kind of crazy groove in there. These ones look pretty good though, so far. So far, so good. So, it's my 10,000 mile review. Hopefully I'll have a 20,000 mile review here shortly. Thanks for watching.